morning. Welcome to We Are Live. We're live in St. Louis and Mid-Coast Studio in Grand Center. Happy to be here. I'm Chris Denman. It's We Are Live. Let's rock it out. We've got Travis Terrell in New York. Good morning, Trav.
Hello. I am in New York.
Well said. The Stream Queen, executive producer and curator of drops at times, Chris Gardner.
Good morning, gentleman in St. Louis. Good morning, what I thought was a British brother for a moment with that accent, and then it fell out, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning, Walnuts.
Word up, Walnuts. How are you? Those Walnuts have almost got us to 2,000 people in that Friends of Wall private group. Oh, God.
You okay?
Get him a
Sorry.
something.
That's all right. I do it all the time.
Boy, do you.
I didn't realize how loud that was going to be.
At least it wasn't a smoker's hack.
Yeah,
Boy.
I smoke menthols, though.
Yeah, is it soothing when you cough, Gardner, because of the mint?
It just kind of resets my body a little bit.
Okay, shake it out. Get those lungs.
Resets the body.
Yeah,
That's
it's good. Especially when you have anxiety like I do. A cough is actually pretty good because it kind of jolts your body for a moment.
How does that relate to anxiety?
It's just
I don't
because
understand how
your
that
body
works.
is feeling a certain way, and so when you jolt your body, it kind of resets everything.
I don't know. Maybe see a doctor, man.
I have.
Yeah.
And they agree.
I don't know if they do.
They
Do they agree with your
What is it?
assessment?
Dr. Steve, the chiropractor who drinks at Rosie's?
No.
I'm about
Trying
to
to
say,
think
good
if there
question,
is one.
Chris.
No,
That's a
it's
good
like
point. Who are these doctors you speak of?
your
gonna
body.
need to know.
It kind of resets.
Is this
your
Dr. John,
feelings.
the musician from New Orleans?
There's a Dr. John's
good.
that would sell adult things in town. I've been there with my father before.
Oh, no. Were you guys looking for oil?
We
for
used to
his
go
back?
every Christmas Eve.
Okay, damn it, Gardner.
My
You
uncle
sure it
and
wasn't just
cousin-
Sean in a nurse's outfit?
Yeah, that we could make that happen if you want, though.
Would he wear a short nurse's
I'm
outfit?
sure he would.
Why is he? Is he consummated that marriage of his yet?
Yeah.
He said he's been working on it for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he have working parts?
You've heard him talk.
Hey, man, that's rude.
Hey,
That is so rude.
he's talked about it. I think it's fair game.
As his line is, it's all kaput down there.
Oh, well, we're off to a great start on a Friday. Here I am wanting to tell you about local artist Katarra Parsons. She's coming on today.
Yeah, she is.
Katarra Parsons in studio today. She's a very talented artist. Will be joining us. That's I didn't ask her to bring that mini keyboard in, and now I'm upset because I feel like
Is it called a mini keyboard? What is it
that's
called?
the technical term. Yeah.
Mini keyboard? Okay. Is that the one with the
Why don't you save it for
Is that the
Katarra
one
at
with the-
8:30?
is that the one with the zoop 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 at the end?
Why don't you ask her? Because I have a feeling you're going to get real. Okay, Gardner.
So Chris
calling it now.
Chris got technical calling it a mini keyboard,
Uh-huh.
and then Travis got technical with asking if it had the zoop zoop zooba doop at the end.
Did you mean to say a synthesizer?
No, it's the zoop 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 zoop.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh goodness.
I saw that.
Is it one of those?
It does not look like that. It does not seem that way. But maybe we'll be surprised.
Is that thing Van Halen used in that one video?
Is that what Peter Frampton used?
What is that? Is Tommy in the studio somewhere?
He's not. He did do a set at another packed Free Comedy Thursday last night. Another great show. Thanks for everybody for coming out to Southdown. Tommy had a really nice 5-minute guest set. Got a lot of laughs. Doing great. Growing. He's excelling under your mentorship, Travis. So great work.
Chris, whatever I can do to help the Utes, I'm here for them, especially for a guy like Tommy who's had a hard life. Look, you have to remember, this kid was adopted, left under a bridge.
It's not.
And so, yeah, he was nearly raised by river rats. And to see his life and see where it is now, it truly is a story that I think Disney will make into a film in a few years.
Inspiring, really.
It is.
We'll play.
I'm
your
looking up
casting
this
call in
thing.
the
It's
second hour with
called
Sam Lyons.
It's called a melodica.
All right, man.
It's
Melodica
the
I don't need to hear about your
zoop,
family
zoop, zoop,
members.
zoop keyboard.
Is it a melodica or could it possibly be a melodica?
There we go. There we go. That makes more
Man,
sense.
you
Yeah,
did
that
just
math.
birth.
Yeah.
You did just birth my
Maybe
newest
Melodica is
newest
maneuvers.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about to
Yep.
say, yeah. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it's maneuvers. It's
Soon as-
maneuvers' younger sister,
As soon as
Melodica.
it's
y'all.
Does Carmelo
Oh.
Anthony have a daughter? Because I can see Melodica being a
Right.
Melodica
Melodica.
Anthony being a thing.
Yeah, out there.
Now, what
hitting-
is the difference between maneuver and Melodica, personality-wise? What are we looking at here?
I mean,
Now this is your fault. This is
yeah,
on you now, man.
this is, Maneuver had taken the summer off for break, as you do.
This was all on you.
But I think Melodica is the quiet older sibling who who you would think with her name like, oh, she's probably got a lot of attitude. No, she's very calm, kind of brings it out, but
Maybe she's mellow.
carries a big stick, right? Like mellow.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, but
Okay.
like let's not.
Well, hey,
push-
Melodica, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. We've met your sister Maneuver several times. It's great for you to join us on the show.
Well, she's troublesome.
Maneuver. Goes to maneuver.
What,
Who keeps
what is Maneuver?
Get your bitch ass out of here, Melodica.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, we just met Melodica Maneuver. Why are you like this?
Because
Because your
maneuver.
mother doesn't love you.
She prays
Is
for you,
today
though.
the
She
best
prays
day-
for you, though.
Is today the best day to bring Maneuver out? I don't know if I don't
Black
know.
Fridays?
Well,
Here's-
it is
here's-
another Chris Denman booked Black Fridays as Sam Lyons joins in the
Here's
second
what I will
hour.
say.
Tony Rock also coming by. That's
Yeah.
Jordan Rock's brother.
I was upset yesterday because the funniest character that has been created on this show in 2019 is Maneuver. I didn't come up with it. Denman did. That's why I was so mad yesterday.
That's a real problem with our show. there's a lot of efforts that come together, and then just a lot of I don't really care for you. So
Well, then it's like, maybe the white guy. How the hell's the white guy coming up with the maneuver voice, which is
especially one that's not
Brilliant.
funny.
reversed in its own way? And then we have the
It
movie
is.
LaQuisha drop, and we
Yep.
have to show outrage against that. And we're
Mhm.
like, well, we do this
Well, we
maneuver
kinda
thing.
do
Yeah,
this
but
thing.
our intent is more pure at heart.
Yeah, that's true.
But the funny thing is, I'm genuinely like embarrassed when Maneuver shows up because I think she's actually somebody black. So I'm like, girl, be quiet. You embarrassing us right now. When the entire time is just
You're the one
Chris.
always bringing those white girls to Thanksgiving.
See, it's like Chris figured out how to be a black comedian without needing to say the N-word.
Oh, you ain't hear me off the mic,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
He wishes he could.
See?
Oh, it'd be
See?
so
He
funny.
wishes-
That'd be so funny. If I could just
Why is that?
maybe I can get Tony Rock to sign off on it for me. I don't know. If he blessed me, would you think could I carry like a hall pass
No,
everywhere I
that's
went?
not how it works.
Chris,
Head
That's
up
not
to-
how
head-
it works
this is
at
a
all.
suggestion.
Head up to the Laugh Lounge, just do
Oh.
an inward laced set for 30 minutes.
Here's my suggestion, Chris.
Yeah.
Even if Tony Rock blessed you, I still wouldn't do it.
Oh, but I'd carry a certificate
Yeah,
around.
I think,
I'd have all of our. I'd have
Papers,
I'd have
papers.
I'd have,
I don't know that that's still gonna work though.
I'd have Mia sign it. I'd have DC Curry, Sinbad. Nobody would sign off on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of those things.
Hmm.
Well, there you go.
Let's try though.
Mm-hmm. The show sucks.
Is that maneuver
course.
or melodica?
Oh, I was just reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's timid.
Uh-huh.
So wait, Maneuver can't read either? Like, what is it's just
Wait, no,
the
no.
opposite?
No, Melodica was not paying attention to the show. Melodica was just chilling, reading.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can
Okay.
read, bitch.
Okay.
she's kind of smart.
Okay, sorry, Maneuver. My
Melodica's smart.
apologies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Melodica's she's going places. Probably won't come back home much after college.
Go to Brooklyn. Talk about the diversity.
Marry a white guy.
So the melodica.
Basically, diversity. Let's redefine diversity.
Uh-huh.
Diversity's definition is lack of whiteness. That's what
Yes,
diversity
correct.
is. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily
Yeah.
a mixture
Yeah.
of other groups. It's just a lack
All
of
right,
white.
so
And the Terrell.
so when this guest
Yeah,
comes
sociology
on, do not tell her I said that incorrectly. Okay, like, that's between us. No
Oh
one
yeah.
say anything else.
Yeah.
No
Oh
one
yeah.
say anything else
Oh
about me
no.
mispronouncing that.
I'm glad after
Okay?
nearly 15 years of knowing each other, you sure know what to do. You really know how to set yourself up for success with me, because I'm
Yeah.
definitely
So
not going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Maybe I might wait till after the picture comes up on the screen to bring it up. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Gardner, look at me. Look at me, Gardner. Look at me, Gardner. Promise, do not bring it up. Gardner, promise. You son of a Gardner, promise right now. Blink twice to promise. Go smoke a cigarette at the top of the hour to promise.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I promise.
Okay. Okay.
I promise.
You son of a bitch. Gardner, if you tell, oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
What?
Go ahead and tell.
What are you gonna tell
Be a
things about
snitch.
me?
Yeah, I would say he's planning
I'm about to
things.
say,
We're not going to interview the musician. You're just going to be like, and then there's one time Chris shit himself.
What time?
Oh boy.
What time? When I was on the phone with my grandma and I didn't know what to do?
Mm-mm. The Great American Race. Was,
After I had Greek food and I was walking down Euclid?
oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, it happened.
We'll do recasting call with Full House and Goodfellas. I
You
think I
can't get
mentioned
me on anything, Terrell.
Sam Lyons will be in next hour to play that.
Boy.
Oh, a lot to
We
lot
actually
to get
have
to today.
2 recasting calls today.
Mm-hmm. How are we doing that?
We're going to recast Full House with Democratic presidential candidates, and we're going to recast Goodfellas with stand-up comics.
Mm.
So we have 2 of them for today with Sam Lyons.
I've heard of all those shows and movies.
That's a good
Yeah,
start.
I think that's a good way to be. If you are listening, watching, whatever, thank you for tuning in. Big thanks to all of you. Travis, real quick, I wanted to get to this. This is, if you guys aren't familiar, or if you're new, Chris Gardner has had an irrational
not
and a
irrational.
very, very creepy fear of bears. But now, news breaking, it's all around us. Bears are invading at record speeds. There's a lot going on, and all of a sudden, he's not so crazy anymore.
No, it's
Chris
never
Gardner.
it's never been irrational. As we've
I don't think it was ever irrational, but I think we are in the first act of a horror movie.
yeah, maybe.
So I just think the evidence has shown that nature is going to quote unquote fight back through, of course, what we have done to the climate. And so I think the invasion of bears in the state of Missouri is just the pretext to the oncoming invasion from nature. I think this is, we need a John Cusack character. We need a Nicolas Cage character. We need a Will Smith character. And we need a Jeff Goldblum character if we're going to get out of this situation.
Okay. For those that don't know, there's a headline out there recently at ksdk.com. The black bear population in Missouri has nearly doubled in the last 7 years. So, and I understand what you're saying with global warming and climate change, Travis. Those are 2 separate things, just so people know.
Yes.
But it's also, we've allowed this to happen. We've enabled the population to increase.
Build a bear
That's-
right down the street.
Yeah.
Propaganda wing.
What are we doing? We're saying build more bears. It's
Yeah, that's
headquartered
true.
here. We've sent that message. They simply listened. They're apex predators. Why would you do that? That's dumb. Maybe we're just dumb people. But we have to deal with the effects and the repercussions, which is, once again, why I'm calling on whatever governmental powers that be can help us. Governor Parson, Lyda Cruson, the mayor.
Now, Josh
St.
Hawley
Question.
seems
want
like
him
a real
involved.
outdoorsman.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, okay.
need
How
him
many
involved.
bears? Here's a real question.
Well,
How
hold on,
many
real quick.
bears?
Real quick.
Okay.
I just need to mention this. The powers that be help us build a barricade
Oh no.
around
no.
the city of St.
gave
Louis to
him
protect
hashtag
this
privileges?
population.
Who gave him
don't
hashtag
know.
access?
A barricade.
Oh, wait, yeah,
It'll
we're
be like
teaching them
slats, like the one that Trump had envisioned on the southern border.
It'll be beautiful.
His barricade. I want to take that idea and do it right here in the city of St. Louis to protect ourselves. We need a barricade to protect St. Louis. Governor Parson, Lina Cruson, I'm asking for your help. Mayor, please set aside trying to do a money grab with privatization of the airport. We need to protect ourselves right now. Protect the population. Protect those that put you in office. I'm not one of them, but please protect me too. Thank you.
But my question,
Bearpocalypse.
but I'm curious, how many bears do you think it would take to overtake St. Louis, the city of St. Louis? Like 500 bears?
I mean, what's
1,000 bears?
What's the temperature that day?
It's about it's a nice 75 degrees out.
I think 1,000 bears would do.
Well, that would mean a lot of people in the park, so easy pickings, right? All you Dems and libs have gilded the American right to conceal and carry, so who's saving you? Not Scooter Boy over there, that's for sure.
Hey.
Do you think there is a plan in place?
No.
By our military? Do you think our military has a plan in place for the invasion of, say, 5,000 grizzly bears?
No, they're too busy trying to create wars to make money.
Okay, but do you think we should have a plan in place? Do you think it's like, because you would?
Yes, but
because I'm thinking
they're not thinking that far ahead. It's about selfishness. They won't act until it's too late, until it impacts them. That's how we are.
In the film, they'll show the highlights. Like
I mean,
they reported.
And I don't know what
news.
other evidence we need. You could see in other European countries what they're facing, and they have no idea. In Scandinavian countries, which are widely considered to be some of the happiest places on earth, the happiest people, right? But even they are making mistakes. Look at what's going on here. This is an army.
No.
This is an army of bears simply resting.
Yes, that
and
might
preparing.
be. If I saw 1,000 of those coming down Market Street, that may not be a good look for anybody. I don't think anybody's surviving that. But you know what? I just had a great idea for a horror film. I did too. Damn it, Gardner.
All right. Who should go first? Here, I'm going to give you mine.
Idea?
Okay. It's kind of like Sharknado. Barricane. A hurricane of bears.
The first ever
was it.
bear-induced hurricane from the Mississippi River.
Yeah, well, climate change. Things are changing.
Right.
Hurricanes now come up the river. I mean, the coast is going to change.
Yeah.
There you go. Barricane. That's my idea.
I like that.
Yours, Travis?
I like that. I like the idea of there being this family on a retreat somewhere in Montana and some freak accident where 1,000 grizzly bears basically surround them inside of a forest, and they're stuck in like the dead of winter for like an entire month, and they can't get out and communicate and try to get rescued because they're surrounded by 1,000 bears.
That happens in Siberia.
Exactly.
Read about
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So
like there were
imagine,
groups of scientists that
that's
couldn't
scary.
escape. They had to wait it out.
Really?
You could look it up. I don't know. I thought it was Siberia. It could have been Ukraine, but I'm pretty sure it was Siberia. It was like a group of scientists, and they
this
had.
is how we need to tax billionaires. We need a bear task force. I think Gardner's been right all along.
I don't want to be right.
Gardner was right.
I don't, but I feel that I am.
So you are now technically the Jeff. So you are the Jeff Goldblum character of our story.
It seems that way.
It's been his cross to
bear. You are the Jeff Goldblum. It is. All right. So now we have to find who else do we have to find in the story? We got to find Will Smith. Now Will Smith is, generally a cool black guy who's always cracking wise.
Hey!
Could I be the Will Smith in this story?
Now, the Will Smith thing makes sense. Like, if I could get Will Smith in the movie itself, because if I'm involved with production, Chris Gardner, Will Smith has already played a character named Chris Gardner in a movie, Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
So there's just that, that'll be like a little trivia nugget after the fact or something like that.
Of course.
It's something that could be memorable in a way. So I like that. Yeah, of course. And if Travis, we can make this one work. This Sci-Fi Channel would buy this. Like
Barricane definitely is gonna pop. Like Barricane is like that's too perfect. Like I think Sci-Fi is gonna be so mad at themselves that they didn't come up with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can absolutely see you don't like you just need to walk in with this shirt doing your pitch that just says Bear Apocalypse. And that's getting greenlit, baby, to the top.
Maybe we should look into designing either Bear Apocalypse or Barricane shirts to kind of launch everything.
Here's my
Um,
question. So we know bears are badass on their own. What if they have like a Caesar amongst the bears? There's a really intelligent
Sure.
bear.
yeah.
What if he determines that, the best way to truly be effective is to team up with another apex predator? Who is that other apex predator the bears are likely to team up with to take out the human race?
Now, here's my question. See, I don't want to go back to sharks, though, is the problem. Because I was going to say land and water. Um, unless you want to do a crossover appeal with the Sharknado
I
Barricane
think
combo.
I think we should have an origin story
But
where a bear went to Africa many years ago and they had developed a relationship with the gorillas, and the gorillas find a way to come over to the States and
okay,
they team up with the
Well,
bears, and I think that makes for a more difficult
See,
situation for
you're
us, the
just
humans.
see now you've basically created a Superman, right? You're going a little too
Okay,
far with the
okay.
powers.
but that's
You
what
team them up with
But
raccoons. The raccoons are the first
I don't
to
like
go.
raccoons.
They're
I like that alliance.
mischievous.
I like that
They've got the
alliance. Yeah.
thumbs. They're cunning. They're smart.
They got the thumbs.
That's right. Maybe that's the catch. You find
I
out
was
that it was the
thinking-
raccoons kind of pushing the big brute bears along into this the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking alligators or crocodiles as well.
Now that's what I'm thinking, but I'm thinking if once you get the bear and gorilla contingent, to Chris's point, now you're working with fire. Now you're able to get the gorillas to go talk to the alligators because they know the crocodiles back in Africa. And now you're looking at the scenario where the raccoons and bears, because they're always in the forest together, they'll naturally have an alliance. So now you're looking at
Well,
an
maybe.
Avenger situation.
Maybe
Looking at a
it's three
situation where
groups.
raccoons, yeah.
And then we nickname them the Axis is evil or something like that.
Yes.
That comes back, that wording.
I
Something
do
along
want to
those
take a
lines.
minute to say most of us have not done drugs this morning yet, and we've definitely
Oh, I have not.
No, but we have come up with a movie called Barricane.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
I just want to put that out
This
there.
is how I wake up every day.
I just think it's interesting. I think we may have prepared militarily for every human encounter and even possibly alien encounter. But it would make
Space
sense
Force.
for us to not have any formidable plans to encounter nature. And I'm thinking, again, if there's a Caesar bear and there's a Caesar gorilla, like the chances of them finding out about Skype and them having a conversation on Skype, what are we going to do then when we don't understand their language? We can't translate that.
Not at all.
Have you ever heard a bear and a gorilla talk? Who do we have translators
How are
for
you going to
that?
break
We
that
don't.
code? Where are you going to find
You're
code breakers
not.
for
We have a
that?
Native American on the planet
There you
that
go.
knows that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
We got nothing. We are defenseless. And once again, we've enabled this to happen. This is a reality, actually. This is a reality. Global warming,
is a
climate
reality.
change, Barricane could happen. That's the beauty of the storyline, though, with global warming and climate change involved. Geographically, it doesn't matter where it occurs because you can make it occur anywhere because things are changing. So that's perfect for the storyline.
Right, and that's where I think, yeah.
Now you
I
can
don't know, this
destroy
scenario
parts of
scares me.
Montana, and maybe and this would be us personally kind of taking a dig some, because I believe that like Stan Kroenke owns like half of Montana or something like that.
Sure.
So I mean, we could just destroy his ranches and stuff like that in the movie, so we could have our own little vengeances on different things with the Barricane. We'll definitely have
this.
Well, just a little Easter egg or a little, something to make people in St. Louis smile after, we destroy the arch.
Now, does one of the cocky bears walk by like a child that's holding a teddy bear, and he's just like, that was the plan all along?
Maybe
Like, is that one of the
No,
scenes?
we get dark. We get dark
Yeah.
with a kid dying. And all you see, you don't see the kid die, though. You just see the teddy bear drop to the ground.
Yeah, that makes slowly, right? And
Yeah.
then maybe there's a swing real slow in the background too.
And there's nothing there then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, What do you want? This is what's going to happen. I mean, you can't ignore that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality of life, the reality of what happens
Okay.
in a barricade,
All right. So
and the
then,
reality of what
what's your
happens when you
exit
don't
strategy?
act.
So how does this work? So you discover. So find out. You guys go out, Garden. You go out for a smoke break, and you hear the alerts, the alarms going off in the streets, and you see a cop drive by, and he says there are 2,000 grizzly bears heading this way. We can't stop them. What are you immediately doing after that? Are you going to run home to grab the cats? Are
Mm-hmm.
you immediately getting on a Lime scooter? Are you trying to get to East St. Louis across the bridge? What is your
Probably,
protocol?
probably not a Lime scooter. I've recently switched allegiance to Bird.
Why?
Uh,
What's the
Oh
reason for
wow.
that?
they've dropped some new scooters in town, and I like riding them better. Um, so I've recently, it's some big news, I guess I've kind of held back on. But
Mm-hmm.
I would
Bury the
probably,
lead.
I've been sober just over 6 years now. I'd probably walk back up here if I'm outside the building, grab whatever is left of your scotch, head back downstairs, walk outside, start drinking that bottle, and finish off my pack of smokes,
Mm.
knowing that my destiny is complete.
Wow.
And I just wait for him
So
to
Oh,
it,
you
come.
give up.
so at
I
the
Oh,
give
you just
up.
give
Oh,
up.
yeah, I give up.
so at the end of your
I'm
rainbow,
not a hero. I've never tried to be. I don't ever want. No. No, I don't ever want to be in a. If I somehow accidentally became a hero, I would run away from it like you wouldn't believe. Like, hey, let's interview. No, leave to know. This happened by accident. My intent was not to be a hero. That's never the case. If somehow I get couched as a hero, know this now. It was by accident. It was not out of the goodness of
quick.
my heart. Something happened to where I mistakenly did something else, and it turned out to be the right call.
Real quick. Travis. Oh, no, there he goes. Nope. Gardner. Gardner. Favorite. Oh, live with Travis Terrell in Brooklyn, New York.
What's going on there?
Hi guys.
What you got? What you got?
You're trying to listen.
Thinking about my bear apocalypse. That's
Oh.
all.
Oh, is that it?
I like the fact that you're giving up on life. I like that you've given up on it. I'm so sad that you're giving up on it.
Well, I'm on borrowed time anyway.
Demon, what's your play?
I want to know. Well,
You just
first
running back
off,
up in the building and just
well, I want to know what's your favorite song with the word hero in it attached to a superhero movie. We were talking about heroes. I think Travis is a big fan of that Nickelback song that was attached to the
Is that what plays?
Spider-Man.
Travis, if you're the hero in the movie, what song do you want, like, as you're becoming the hero?
oh, that's a good question. What's my hero song?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I was sitting at the
Man.
I was sitting at the local watering hole yesterday, and about three of us were debating how the beach football scene is going to play out in Top Gun Maverick. And then next thing you know, we're playing all the
Jesus.
80s songs on the jukebox, and that
Oh,
Top Gun
nice.
song, And I realized that when I hear that song, it makes me want to walk in slow motion. So, like,
Yes.
what song would that be? Like, if you're the hero and it's a
It
slow
would
motion
be
shot
it would
after,
be
like,
Nelly's
after the
EI.
after the battle's happened, and you're walking
Yes.
back to the people.
Definitely Nelly's EI then.
Okay.
Absolutely. That song probably has nothing to do at the moment, but it is a awesome song. I'd probably walk away from
I don't know, man.
explosions too.
Yeah, they're doing the interview. Why did you choose that song? I don't know, man. It's pretty cool. That's the answer.
That's it. That would be my answer.
From
No,
the Black Sheep.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. From the Black Sheep, during the Bear Uprising, what is Gardner going to do when Red Panda is arrested for being perceived as a conspirator? Did he think about that repercussion when he was designing his barrier?
No. Maybe that's where I sacrifice myself for her, which I would do.
But here's the other scary thing. Also, we have to consider. Remember, nature is rising up against us, so they have plenty of, evidence to be angry at us. And what do we do in the 60s and 70s? We sent monkeys into space. What if those monkeys didn't die in space, but they actually returned back to space after going through a wormhole with brand new technology they can now teach to these bears, to these gorillas, to these alligators? Now we're in a scenario where we are not only up against animals that are physically stronger than us, but now have the technological might to combat our military. Why
That's something.
isn't the Democratic field talking about this?
And
you
then,
just created a universe, not even a 2-part series. Like this is like a 10-year plan.
what if the Bears say they won't let up until we reduce our carbon emissions to 0?
Oh wow, tie that in, huh? I'm sorry.
How about that? How
What
about
if the
that?
Bears want to vote? What if the Bears want to participate in our democracy?
That's all it was about all along. They just wanted equal rights.
Yeah.
Well, you take a page out of the GOP and you figure out how to suppress votes. That's all you do.
As fun as
Hey, Mitch McConnell, we got a use for you finally.
as fun as discussing barricades and how animals might take over the world, we do have a legitimate guest about to come in studio. We'll get her settled, but first I'll tell you about St. Louis Counseling Services, everybody. They're a sponsor of the show, improving lives since 1955. That's St. Louis Counseling Services. Check them out online. stlouiscounseling.org is the website. If you or someone you know is looking for counseling services for individuals, businesses, schools, and the like, be sure to hit up stlouiscounseling.org. You can check out the website. You can also check out their podcast. Tom Duff does Mental Health Matters each and every week, breaking down stigma around mental health. That's Mental Health Matters and St. Louis Counseling Services, great partners of ours here at We Are Live. Again, we had a very fun and interesting conversation to start. You would think we were all on psychedelic drugs for the first part of the show, but we're going to step it up a little bit. We're going to class up the studio. Met the next guest in the Kranzberg Arts Foundation's Zach building right here, where she is an artist in residence. It's Katarra Parson. How are you? Good to see you.
Good.
Here, right up on the mic. Yeah, got to be. You're probably used to just belting it out. You got to get right up in there and get to know it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you, Katarra?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Great to have you. Travis is in New York. You can be weirded out by him right there.
Hello from all the way in New York.
Nice.
Modern technology. It's so great. Katarra has some shows coming up we'll tell you about August 2nd. Farfetch presents Katarra and Tonina at the Pulitzer at 7 p.m. I've been hearing Tonina's name a lot lately. She had, I believe, Obama spoke up on her behalf. Was that one of the things that kind of...
I think she's on one of his top artists.
Really?
Playlists, yeah.
Yeah, and she's a St. Louis artist, and you get to perform with her. Or do you guys perform a lot, or is this first time?
First time together.
First time together?
We usually have, I had a couple of sets, the same bill as her, so.
Very cool. Travis, will you be at the show August 2nd?
I actually may be able to make that. I may actually be in St. Louis on that day. So I may actually be able to do that. Yeah. But I was curious because in the photo that we have, I am an instrument extraordinaire. I collect all types of instruments, and I was curious if that was the melodica that you were
oh God,
that
no,
you're holding.
that's just a regular little MPK, little Akai.
Yeah,
the MPK, of course.
Yeah.
MPK.
That's what I was saying.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what
The
I was
entire
saying.
time. Chris called it a mini keyboard. So
Oh yes, I mean
whatever.
basically, yeah.
Oh, what about melodica?
Yeah, I mean-
Would you ever call it a melodica?
Melodica.
Thank you.
I
Thank you. Do we
that
need to play?
is-
Someone
That would be
might be
embarrassing.
broadcasting live from New York was saying, like, yeah, it's a melodica.
I didn't
mean-
say it, Travis. He did. I
right.
promise.
I'm a gear
I'm New
nerd, but I
York, I'm
never,
not the-
yeah.
Wait, what was that? You said you're a gear nerd, but you've never run into a melodica
I never
before?
heard of it.
You must not be much of a musician.
I never heard a melodica. What?
I mean,
We
people
decided.
pronounce it differently in different cultures. So, I mean, it's however.
Sorry, I thought you were a real
It's a
musician.
generational thing. Yeah, it's a generational thing.
What do I
get
know?
it.
What do I know? I
Melodica.
don't-
Yeah,
I
the
don't
younger
know
people call it
anything.
melodica.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Guys, I want to apologize for bringing such a low-grade musician in studio. She didn't even know what a melodica
I'm
is.
insulted.
Yeah,
I'm insulted. I'm insulted at myself.
Yeah, that's embarrassing on all fronts for all of us. A couple other shows coming up August 8th. You're very busy. August 8th, 9th, 10th. You've got Summer Nights on the Roof at the City Museum. That is actually really cool. And have you done that
super
before?
amped for that. No, I haven't even been on the roof yet.
What's your problem?
I don't know. I'm introverted. I don't go at the house.
Why did you
like,
agree
I
to come
stay
on a
inside and
podcast
make
and
music.
talk?
I figured it'd be be other awkward people on here too.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
awkward.
Oh
all right.
yes, see, I knew I'd be at
Oh,
home.
we have problems. Don't
Yeah.
you worry. We discussed.
We say melodica.
We do. We say things like melodica, whatever we're talking about. All right, what? We'll have to come up with other things. So you perform on top of the roof of the City Museum at 7 p.m. on August 8th for Summer
Yes.
Nights on the Roof. That's going to be amazing. Are you headlining that? How does
That
that
sounds
work?
dangerous.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yes, I'm very afraid of heights, but you know, I'm gonna take that risk.
Hey, Travis, we have an introverted, non-melodica knowing musician.
You don't really hold that against me this whole time.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I can't
Okay.
believe you that you just don't know what a melodica is.
Melodica.
But you're afraid of heights. No, that's actually really great that you're going to get up and do that because it sounds like a really cool opportunity.
Oh yes, like I'm ready for the entire city to hear my voice.
That's awesome. That's very cool. What
Scared
about
of heights, there might be that one moment where it gets to you and it kind of bumps up that high note,
See,
though. It
oh,
actually
God,
is a scream.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
the crowd pauses for
how'd she hit that note?
The
She's
drama,
scared to death.
the drama.
yeah, the fear.
So
Drove it.
who's the band you're performing with? Do you need a band for the
Oh, no.
I
occasion?
usually perform by myself. I'm pretty much a one-woman band, but I like to have like the
But-
rhythm section backing me up.
Okay.
So like bass
Okay.
and,
Do you
bass and
like?
drums.
Okay, nice. So do you like have you heard of like really good mouth bands?
No.
Really good mouth bands.
Yeah, we have-
Please
Yeah,
explain
okay.
further.
Please, Philip. Look at me.
Because
Don't
my
look down. Do not pay attention.
the
to these
producer
idiots.
and
He in New York
myself.
acting a fool.
I know. I joked around about the melodica thing, but she is an actual artist who does things. And
No,
if you,
but
I mean,
Hey, she was looking for awkward. Here we go.
She was looking for awkward.
This is it.
I expected.
Travis and
that.
I have
Good,
formed
good.
a mouth band, basically. We each
it's
have
getting
our
real
own
weird. I don't.
instrument.
This sounds bad.
I think it's better with an example.
I'm
don't you?
curious. Yeah. I'm very
Yeah,
curious.
we'd be more than
Just
happy
go
to.
ahead.
No, sure. I'll go ahead and get it started.
Don't bob your head and encourage these idiots.
I'm gonna join. Oh, that's solo. Oh, that's solo.
Get it.
Wait, keep that going. Wait, what is Travis doing?
I think
Wait, what?
he's on drugs.
Are you okay?
What is happening?
Some triple tonguing.
All I'm saying.
Hey, that's actually a
okay.
legitimate technique, actually.
Triple tonguing.
Yes.
With the trumpet.
Yes.
This young lady's here. She works hard.
Oh,
She's an artist.
that's
I
just.
am an artist, you guys.
Yeah.
So if you're ever, in an emergency, say the
In an
rhythm
emergency.
section drops
Triple
out.
tongue it.
Hey,
Triple tongue it.
call these two. They might be able to help out.
Modest
I'll
mouth.
call you
I
I
something.
got
got,
some-
I got some
That's all you
backup
gotta do.
vocal slots, waiting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll call you
Okay.
something.
Okay.
Guitar.
Dumbasses. This is terrible.
This is
Thank
true.
you.
Can it be both? That's
You know,
what I like to
we've
say.
got our own studio.
When you
here,
have
we were on the
haters in your
radio
life
for
like
years.
Chris, like how do you deal with haters? Like because Gardner and I have been trying to get our music out there for a long time, and Chris likes to throw cold water on that.
I mean, maybe it's,
who were some
you
of your
know,
haters like?
Maybe it's an actual honest critique. I hear a little bit of, I hear a little bit of tone deafness in there, but we could work on that. We could work on that.
Thank you. I
Hey.
appreciate the support. So, you know who brought you in here. That's right. I didn't know it was going to happen, and this is so great.
Me either. This is awesome. This is awesome. I see y'all
Well,
have
we got
fun
some
all
work
day.
to do, Trav. All right, that's
if-
all. Hey,
That's cool.
Katarra,
cool. Hey,
I'm sure
it's all good.
she works hard at her craft. We haven't really worked hard at ours right
Yes. I see
call that a
that. I see the
craft.
dedication.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Well, I
you.
appreciate that. If you check out Katarra's website, that's katarramusic.com. It's Katarra music.com. Katarra, did you grow up here in St. Louis?
Yes, I did.
You did. Okay.
Born and
So
raised.
I'm curious. So I know you're involved here at the Kranzberg Arts Foundation, the Dot Zach building. You're an artist in residence, correct? Mm-hmm. That's a big deal, right?
Oh God, yes. I waited a year for that.
Yeah.
So I was a vocalist for a band who had a residency here before, and just
And you
waited
kicked them
for
to the curb.
Yeah.
Like, like I'm trying to
They
do the
did
modest
say I
amount.
took their place, but it's like I didn't take your place. Like a slot was open and they asked me to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're cold-blooded. So we're getting to the point here. All right. I see where.
I like it. I like it.
It's
She
a
got the
cutthroat
Mariah Carey in her
industry.
already. I like it.
Oh yes, I don't
like
know
it.
them. I just
We'll just
You don't know them. That's right. You don't.
no. That's my
That's
family.
not
Like
shoot.
I love the jazz community around here. Like it's an entire renaissance going on right now.
It's crazy in Grand Center,
Yeah.
and I mean, I know they're obviously friends, partners, whatever of ours, but what they're creating in Grand Center, you can go to a jazz crawl every week. Selfishly, we brag we're trying to bring some more comedy down here, but the music and theater side of things that's down here, it's actually pretty wild. Like, because if you go to another city, some bum-ass city on the East Coast, things are going to be super expensive, super busy all the
Overly
time.
expensive,
It's
yeah.
building up here. It's cool to be a part of it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, like to have a platform like this, whereas like I said, I'm introverted. It took me years of anxiety, like to just get on stage and perform in front of people.
Does music help that?
Oh God, yes. Music and can I say illegal things?
Say whatever you
Yeah.
Oh,
want.
music and weed.
Yeah.
I'm
Travis,
quite the
do you have your
advocate.
thing?
Yes.
Let's show her how illegal we can
Yeah.
get. Again, this is a
Chris,
we,
I'm a
Wait a
man of
minute,
God.
wait a
You're not gonna tell this woman that I did.
do you have a clip?
You're not gonna do this
Gardner,
on
do
this
you have a
show
clip?
today.
Don't lead this man into temptation.
So I'm not there. I'm not.
No,
I'm sorry if my vice is the Bible. Excuse me. So
What is your mom watching
Okay.
today?
Yeah, I was gonna say favorite verse,
Jeez.
scripture, favorite piece of scripture. Is that how you say it?
I'm
God.
not gonna.
Favorite-
I'm not gonna
I grew up
play.
Catholic.
I'm not gonna play the audio, but I'm just gonna play this clip for you.
Oh,
here.
Katarra, check out the screen.
It's gonna
Let's
go
Oh,
full
yes.
screen here on it. Here
Yeah.
you go.
what?
So
What?
here's just the show going on. Stuff's happening.
What?
Travis is. Oh, what's that there?
What is going
What?
on?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That must be apple flavored tobacco
What?
vape, don't you think?
Oh,
Oh, there was the
he
smoke.
He blew out the
He blew out
smoke.
the smoke.
That is.
Katarra,
That
your
is-
assessment?
I was drinking
I-
a cold beverage. I was a straw.
I don't see a
was
man of
drinking a cold
God.
beverage.
So I don't
see
see
it.
a man of God.
Hold on. Hold on.
That is
I'm
the best
judging.
way
I'm
to describe
judging.
him. The
I'm
best
judging.
way. Can you make that your bio, Travis?
Thank you. Not a man of God.
Not a man of God.
I'm trying to invest in a vape as well. I don't know how those go.
What are you thinking about it?
Look.
I know.
They don't provide that to artists in residence here?
Actually, they're trying to actually get
Oh.
us like some hookups on medical course, because musicians and like the mental awareness. Like I appreciate that y'all had that commercial. Seriously,
I'm
like,
not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the fact that like I show up with like a recorder that I had in 6th grade. And I'm like, hey y'all, I'm a musician now. Can I get that card?
Like this goes to my artistry. This goes to my artistry.
The guy assessing it. It's like I don't know, man.
I don't see it.
I
don't
know
see
I have an
it.
acoustic guitar. I only play the opening to Beverly Hills Cop. That's it. He's like, all right, play something
That's
else.
a good
I'm like,
ass
nope.
song, though.
Bum,
That's a
bum,
good
bum,
ass song.
bum.
I know that's a start. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn how to play guitar.
What is that song?
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
Axel F.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song.
For sure.
Excellent.
We have some comments coming in on the live stream from South City Tone. Can't wait to Travis to tell us the story of Jedediah Melodica
Jebediah
from the Bible, right, Travis?
Melodica chapter 3 verse 4. Just get everybody to turn
The
to
word
that.
today.
So we were trying to decide if
Melodica.
if Melodica was Travis's relative, like what would that cousin be like? Would she be chill? She reads a lot. Maybe she's gonna move to another city and never come back after college. Like, do you have any thoughts on who Melodica would be as a woman?
Melodica sounds like a driven woman. She
Yeah.
sounds like she knows what she wants in
Yeah,
life.
she's got grad school on her sights.
Yeah,
It's
of
coming
course,
in.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she'll get to it after she gets some work under her belt, but it's there. It's there.
I did have another jazz related question.
No, let's
since
keep
you
it
are
marijuana
close with-
and Bible stuff.
Oh God, no! I
this-
want some
this
music
look-
questions. I want some music questions.
Oh yeah, I definitely have some because
Okay.
one phenomenon I've noticed recently is jazz infused with old rap songs, and I wanted to know whether or not you knew people in the jazz community who
me?
did this because you do it, okay?
Yes.
Because you have turned my parents, aunties, grandma, and grandmother into hip hop fans through jazz. So thank you for creating that very awkward dynamic at my family
Well,
reunions.
my thing is like I take just as a jazz vocalist, like I take old hip hop songs and I do like jazz interpretations of them. Like I don't know if you
Oh.
know what is it, Hood Rich? Cause I'm Hood Rich, da da
Uh
da
huh.
da. I took
Uh
that
huh.
and made like this sexy, like Nina Simone esque, like jazz song out of it, and it gets
Ooh.
hits like every time. So, yeah, I'm thinking of
It
doing
is huge.
like,
Look, that it's huge on the Tom Joyner cruises. I was on a Tom Joyner
oh
cruise,
God,
and the people was like, "Oh, they was like, okay, all right,
cause it gets
I
the
should have
older
jumped aboard
folks
that."
involved, like
Yeah, it's a
so.
good way
Mm-hmm.
to bridge the gap.
Exactly, exactly. Because that's why I was afraid of like going into the Kransberg thing. Is like, oh God, imposter syndrome. Like I'm not jazz enough type
Mm.
thing. So
Well, good work. You can
thank
keep that.
you.
You can keep Travis and his father
And
happy on those things.
So you said it's got like a Nina Simone feel to it.
yes,
I like
yes.
that.
You gotta come
Gardner,
out and
don't you
see
have a
it.
little Nina Simone in you?
I don't. I mean, I don't. I don't. I'm
Oh,
not. I don't have enough soul.
I heard them skets though. The
Yeah.
skets was on
He's
point.
yeah,
the
these
only
Yeah.
scats
thing.
was good.
I think I could be like a mediocre scatter.
Mediocre.
Like,
Give us a little scat, Gardner. Give us a little
All
scat.
right, we've got a real artist in the
let's
studio.
do.
Let's make her sing.
Let's
Let's not
do
make it.
spit it up, spit it
Well,
up.
let her join Gardner. You guys can do it. There we go.
This is art, people. Art.
Something like that. I could probably do better. If I had more of a melody in my head, maybe it would help with me branching out on a solo.
Choose a song. Choose a favorite classic rock song.
All right, I'm going to do. Actually, I'll go a little jazzier.
What is happening?
Let's go Dizzy. Let's go Dizzy. Let's go Night in Tunisia.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Wait,
Here we go.
what?
Okay.
So that was so specific.
It's all right. We'll do a one-on-one
Night in
sometime.
Tunisia.
We'll actually
Oh,
learn something about you
My
another
favorite
time.
trumpeter was mentored by him, Arturo Sandoval. I just adore him, and he plays those. Na ruita ta zira pira pa zwira
There we
zwira zwira
go.
zwira pira da druita ta 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 druita ta.
I feel like we started something here.
Yeah, you
Do it
did.
up.
You're encouraging
Like
me.
it.
This is what happened.
You know what's crazy? When I close my eyes, I hear Dizzy Gillespie. That's crazy, right?
Like this.
I
How
hear it.
high are you? What are you
Yeah,
hearing?
that is.
We have Erica
Like,
in
is
the
there any more
comments.
room in the residency for Gardner? Is there? Maybe they have some more room at the
Maybe
residency.
next
Can
year.
I speak?
Next
We,
year.
we should pitch
No,
him
You're
out.
so good at that.
We should pitch. That was no,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
Hang on, wait.
Here's what Katarra just did this to me. Bless your heart.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
my grandma does that to people.
That's what,
Bless your heart, baby. Bless your heart.
I just got my heart blessed.
Hang on. So, all right. So let's all take turns asking Katarra that she can only say maybe next year too. Okay. All right. My friend Travis, he's a really nice guy. He's moving back from New York. Been single for a little while. He was expressing interest in potentially like maybe grabbing some coffee with you. And his cell phone, there's an issue with it right now, so he can't text you. And I wanted to say for him, would you like to grab coffee with him in like a week when he comes back from New York?
2020.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
You said- that's it. Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
I have my schedule open.
Trav, you got one for Katarra?
Oh, that hurt him.
But you can only say maybe next year. And the more condescending, the better, please. We're going to check out her acting
Oh,
chops.
man.
Travis, you got a question for her?
I don't.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
Gardner?
Oh, did I actually hurt? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Katarra, no, right here. No. This is my plan all along. This is what I wanted. Yeah. Gardner, you got a question for Katarra?
I look forward to someone actually doing that in real life, though. Ooh, can I squeeze you in like February 2020?
How's 366 days? Then?
That's how a doctor appointment went for me recently, trying to schedule one.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you're gonna
Like
die.
2 months ago. Oh my
Oh
God.
God, it's terrible. Oh God. What is with this healthcare industry? Like,
No, that-
what?
you're right.
And in Canada, you could do it the day of. Like, you just
Man.
walk in.
Poor,
I
poor
called-
Terry had to put the call out for his chair. The whole country had to
Oh.
buy him a chair. Back
Like my insurance.
Poor Terry. Poor Terry had to crowdfund a chair.
chair.
After giving us all
Insurance.
Just
joy.
to go backwards.
Just to back it up.
I love how we talk about Terry like he just our uncle.
He's my friend, man. I love
Hey,
Terry.
did y'all hear about Terry? Oh, what happened to his wheelchair? Ooh,
Let me
child.
let me
Ooh,
tell you something. I know you
child.
make fun of me for paying attention to this stuff. We've had famous fucking people. We've had a million people. We've had viral stars. We've had a million things. We've been doing this show for almost 4 years, and we've had the pleasure of having some very famous and great people on. I posted that damn link for Terry. That was shared twice as much as anything I've ever posted to our Facebook. We have a video with like 60,000 views. No. Terry got like 200 shares from our page alone. Terry, man, that's my uncle.
Well,
Terry.
he needed it more than anything.
He did, and now we back it up.
Reverse, Terry.
He does. KatarraMusic.com is her website. Check all that out. So you've been playing for how many years now?
Oh God, performing about 7, but actually took action 3 years ago.
Very exciting. And then to be in this program now is a huge deal.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it
Thank
is. It's
you,
really
thank
cool.
you.
Travis is pursuing his dreams in New York, writing for Sesame Street. Very exciting.
Oh God, yeah, that is amazing.
So maybe the year will. I don't know. Maybe it won't take just a
Oh,
year.
maybe yeah, I'll limit that. You know, let's get together.
See-
Fly me out.
Oh,
Here's
yeah. Now I like this. She's very good. She's very good.
I got a couple.
Here's
tunes
what
for
I love
Sesame
about talking to
Street.
other artists. I'm an artist, so you know I ain't got no money. What you got?
Oh yes.
You know,
Help.
no.
Help.
I'm gonna
Yes.
say. I was actually just looking for a free meal when I got back. Honestly,
He was like
so hungry.
He's like,
I haven't eaten in 3 days.
How we gonna do
I haven't
this if
eaten
we
in
both
3
struggling?
days. Right.
She's looking at me. She's like, "You gotta hook me up with somebody who can buy me dinner, don't
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Why do you think Gardner and I do Modest Mouth? That's why we do
Yeah.
mouth band on the side. We gotta do what we gotta do to make
Modest
it work.
mouth.
Yep.
That's our band name.
Yes. See now
That should
look.
get
See
us
now we
kicks
on.
alone.
Oh God.
Oh
We
man.
should see if maybe they're the dark room has an opening one night.
Yeah. Katarra and Modest Mouth. I like that.
People gonna be so confused.
We gotta have a
They're
scat
like, man,
off.
what is happening?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
you can do it at the Wednesday night jazz crawl with Erica for Kreatsburg here. She runs that each week. It's Wednesday at the Art Center studio and then the dark room, I believe. So
So I
either way,
just got to go down and
she's
bring
inviting
Erica
you.
a cup of coffee and.
Hey, as much fun as it's been hearing you two idiots drone on about what you do, don't laugh at that. They are idiots. They have a problem. No, we do have a professional in studio, and we're getting requests. Is it weird to ask you to sing? Do you want to belt something out? You were talking about some of the older hip hop songs being infused with jazz. There have been a few requests. I don't know if you want to bust
What
that out on a
requests?
podcast,
Yeah,
or we could just play a song. Also, we have the recorded version too.
I'm curious.
You're curious what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what songs they want me to do.
They just want to hear you sing.
Okay.
All right. We're going to see this?
Yeah.
Travis? Can she
This
get
is for you,
a
Travis.
me?
Okay, hold on. Sweet ba da ba doo, sweet ba beep beep, sweet, 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 sweet. Okay, there you go. Find that note.
Hang
You
on,
look
wait,
like
do
you're
that.
flying
Travis, do that
away.
again, and I'm gonna help with the intro. You do that one more time. I'm gonna help.
All right. Sweet ba boo, sweet, 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 sweet. Hold on. I'll do the acoustics real quick.
Turn his bass
Okay, here we go. How's my snare? Okay, I think we're good.
I got something for you. Start off with Flashing Lights by Kanye West. The string part.
Gardner, you're there. I can't do that because I don't want the delay to screw you up. Oh, that's good.
Why would I try to top that? I mean, even her just like playing around with like, okay, that's in tune.
She hasn't even woke up yet. She's like,
I do
by
this in
hour
my
3 with
sleep,
you
people."
morons, maybe I'll be able to jump into it.
Okay,
We do
so,
have. Do we have a song? Or do you want?
I
Are
don't
we
have it.
singing?
Yeah, I think we're gonna sing.
Oh, we're hearing. Are we hearing this live?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, why
Katarra.
not?
Check out our website, KatarraMusic.com. Big shows coming up. We'll tell you more about those in just a second. Hit it, Katarra.
Yeah. She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believe in shoes and cars. Wood floor in a new apartment, cool tour from the stars department. You more like a Luda Star shit. I'm more of the trips to Florida, all of the orders, views of the waters, straight from the page of your favorite author. And the weather's so breezy, man, why can't life always be this easy? I'm in the mirror dancing so sleazy. I get a call like, what are you, KP? I tried to hit you with that oldie wopty till I got shot by the paparazzis. Damn, these boys got me. I hate these dudes more than the Nazis. As I recall, I know you love to show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? Flashing lights. What do I know? Flashing no.
Wow.
Can you do something about this hair standing up on my arm? Katarra! Oh my God.
All right, Travis and I got to
I went-
practice.
I play and
Okay.
sing
This
that
is
at
where
the same
I just
time.
curse the Lord that I have no rhythm because I just have to sit here and be like, this is so good. I wish I could dance to it. Ah.
I really do want to do a
That's
skit
What a
off
white
the
male
side.
thing to
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
What a white guy. I wish I had rhythm to this song at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
Why you
Yeah,
gotta
I wonder if I could do like a background trumpet.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I like that.
No,
actually. I
no,
like
your
that a
talent
lot.
does not deserve to be infused with this garbage. I'm so mad.
That was
I'm
a blessing.
so mad.
That was a blessing.
Thank you so much.
Katarra, you're going to get asked back like 20 times now. And I'm just be like,
I like it
like,
here.
hey, Chris, take the morning off. Katarra's going to come in and just sing along with you
We're just
guys.
going to jam.
Yeah.
We're just going to
We're
jam.
going to have jam sessions. Real quick before we let Katarra get out of here, you can check out the website, guitarmusic.com. August 2nd, Farfetch presents Katarra and Tonina at the Pulitzer, 7 p.m. August 8th at the City Museum. August 9th, Summer Camp with Rob Apollon at SBA at the Monocle. Great venue. August 10th, you're at the Dark Room. August 17th, for my dad's birthday, you're at the African Artifacts Festival. And then Late Night Grooves with Katarra at the Dark Room on the 24th. You can check out, again, all dates, everything you want to know, guitarmusic.com. And then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. She's super easy to find as well. Travis, anything cooking in New York that we need to get into next hour?
Besides this weather's cooking. Hot as hell up here.
I figured we'd get a good soundbite on the way out. So big thanks, Katarra. Give her a round of applause, everybody. Follow her on social media if you just enjoyed that on the live stream. And thank you so much for coming in. Had an absolute blast.
Thank you.
We're going to have to get her back in.
Congratulations again on the residency.
Thank you.
What a big deal.
Don't
Seriously.
forget my ticket.
We're going to get Katarra
And
out
I'm
of here.
going to die.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to let Gardner get a menthol. We're going to come back on the other side with Sam Lyons and do some more casting call. Thank you so much, Katarra.
Thank you.